Hey guys, it's Invader Akira. I'm reviewing the Zaku 2 High Mobility type from the Origin set today. I have to say that this is actually one of the better high grades that I've worked on here recently. Hell, it's actually one of the better ones I've worked on in general because the high grades are actually getting a lot better. This one's actually this is one of the Black Tri-Star suits from this particular series. I actually do have another high grade black tri-stars that I did a while back, and I'll be using that one kind of as a comparison for this one here. It's like I don't even remember what year the other one came out. I know it hasn't been that long, but I just know that it's at least a few years older than the kit here. And then I also realized that I forgot to do the machine gun for this, so well, here's the runner for the machine gun, but I think I found that I like the axe a lot more. But yeah, it's like it actually comes with the effect part for the axe. Let's see if I can move this a little bit. It's like that was one of the things that I kind of found as a con on this set. It was kind of difficult to try and pose them like this. The wrists are like of high grade wrists. They're not like the denials where it actually had the weird, not weird, but different wrist joint as they're usually to have. It's like all one piece rather than it being three separate pieces, you know, like the guard, the wrist joint, and the hand itself. Well, this one here, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's three. Yeah, on this one's three pieces because you have the hand that actually comes off, so you can put it through there or have him hold the gun. This particular one actually came with a few more other hands as well, and he also came with just the regular Zaku top half of the head. I have the commander fin on him, which is why it came with two different ones, because one you put the commander fin in and one you don't. It's like one of the problems that I had with this kit is that not the V fin, that was the other one, that the commander fin kind of came out a little easier than it should, but it's a high grade. I don't expect for it to be completely solid, but nothing that a little super glue probably wouldn't fix. But here's his, I can't even think, the left hand, and then here's his machine gun hand because he has a little trigger finger here. But like the one he has are just like the closed fist, or he can hold the axe, or I know like you can have him probably hold both parts of the machine gun. It's like one to hold, let's see here, one to hold around here, and then one to hold, where is the part of notes here? This here, because it's usually, you can make it to where it's a two-handed piece. So, but his posability is really good. He comes with the stand. Let's say he comes with the effect part. Let's see if I can turn him around here. So there was there's a good bit of stickers on this particular kit, but it wasn't enough to say, oh, it looks bad or anything like that. But the decals are actually pretty decent on it. They're sticker decals. They're not water slides or rope transfers, but I don't really expect for that to be a thing with some of these high grades, because I do know that some of the high grades do come with rope transfers or water slides, but I found that just looking through some of the kits that I've looked through, it's usually like P Bondi stuff, or it's like a special type of kit. It's like I've been wanting to get some of the Gunpla Expo versions of a certain Gunpla this year, but I just I can't justify spending $60 to $80 on a high grade myself. But this is what he looks like all around. It's like I did put a few decals on him that I got from a promotional thing when I bought a few kits last. So it's like he has the little decals right on his shield. But yeah, it's like the decals actually came out pretty good on this particular one. Let's see if I can show you the shield a little bit. It's like you actually can see it on the shield a little bit, so it's kind of a difference from the other version of this kit. Let me go ahead and see if I'll pull him off here real quick, so you can actually see if he stands or not. I have to pull this part, so give me just a little bit here, because I know he can actually hold the axe while standing, but you just have to put it a certain way, because you know the axe is kind of heavy. He didn't want to let go. And also, you can also take the effect part off of this. This is kind of a pain to put the effect part on there just because I'm trying to figure out how it goes on there. Sometimes the pictures, because I don't read Japanese, I'll tell you that much. I got partially the gist of what's going on, but dang it. Yeah. No, you didn't want to put it, no, you didn't want to wear his hand. It's like anything, I might switch out his other hand if you don't want to put it on. Yeah, but so he can actually hold the axe, but the axe is rather weighty. But his joints are actually really good. They don't come off. So he has decent rotation in the hip area. One of the things that kind of was the hip joint. It doesn't come off. It's like requires a lot of force like that to come off. Let's see if I can actually put this piece back on there. Okay. And it's like, so his hip joint's a little loose, but at least it doesn't like come off, like fly off like the Denials did. You know, it's like if you watch that video, every time I tried to move him, he kept falling apart on me. Whereas this one, he stays together pretty well. He got the shoulders, let's see if I can pull it off. He got the little ball joint, and moves it around a bit. His shield moves around quite a bit as well. And head moves around decent. I'm trying to remember on this one if you can actually move the eye on it. Yeah, it has like a little tab on the bottom. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to show you. But you have a little tab under, it actually moves his eye. That's what I'm trying to figure out how well I can show you because of lighting. But his eye actually moves. It's like I used one of the sticker decals on his eye rather than how I usually do it and actually put just the, it's going to take me a little bit of time to put this back on there. Rather than just use the eye sticker, they actually had one that covers the entire part. Okay. Let me stand them up for you real quick. Yeah. Yeah, the piece is actually inside the box. Never mind. I was going to show you the sticker sheet that came with it. But, you know, so he's actually really flexible. He can actually hold his positions rather well once you get him situated. You know, so I thought that was pretty cool. He's not as bag heavy as I thought he would be. The backpack's not really all that heavy. But I think the problem that I had most with this was like those stickers that ran throughout it. Or trying to get the lines, because a symmetry master I am not. I am not a professional by any means. I do this for a hobby. You know, it's like, so I know there are people that are way better than I am at this, but I just do this for fun. It's like what Saitama from One Punch Man tells people that he's a hero for fun, which is a good anime. I don't know if you've seen it, but you should if you're into some action. But it's kind of, there are some parts that are kind of stupid, but that's just because that's how his character is. Anyway, beside the point here. So move this out of the way. But yeah, it's like he can actually hold his poses pretty well. The one that I'm going to compare him to, like I said, it's another high grade. So if he's a little dusty, I'm sorry. It's like he's been sitting on the shelf for quite some time, and the Swiffer can only do so much. So you got the Zaku machine gun, like I was saying with this one here. It's like he has all the armaments and what have you, but this one didn't come with it, but this was also the more, this wasn't like the prototype version like this other one was. It seems like it's more of a prototype version, but you got the hoses and hoses here, and you know the stickers on this one are a little less, they're in different places, and the color is a bit different on this one than it is on, let's see if I can get this, yeah, than it is on him. It's like the details, you can see that there's a little more detail on him than there is on him. But again, there's a few years difference between these two kits, so let's see if I can get him to hold this. Probably should have put it on there beforehand, but whatever. Let's see if I can get him to hold it. Oh. I said he actually held it pretty well. I'll put it right there. And he didn't fall over, so I thought that was pretty interesting. But the only weapons that this particular high grade comes with are his axe and the Zaku machine gun, whereas he came with this is a smaller axe, a bazooka, the Zaku bazooka, and this. So as far as details on the gun, the details on the gun's kind of about the same. If anything, this one might be slightly more detailed, not by a whole lot though. But yeah, it's like you can see color separation, the differences between the two. It's like his shoulder spike cover, I'm not too sure what to call it other than that. This one's a bit bigger. He seems like he's a bit smaller in general compared to him, even though they're both 144s. But again, one seems like it's more of a prototype unit, and one's the completed version of it. But I do like the color separation. I was a little with the... I was a little because it could have been darker, could have been like what the actual color is, because that's how they've been doing a lot of these black TriStar kits. Because I've looked at the Master Grade one as well. Master Grade one could stand to be a little bit darker, but you can actually see like the difference between these two. And then I'm not sure if you can see it on the box, but it's almost like black, but don't knock them over. It's almost black, but they opted to go with the really dark purple or really dark blue on this one. I personally like the really dark purple, even though I am like a big fan of blue. It's like my favorite color. But and you just like see that there's differences with it. It's like, yeah, because on this one you see that he has the different joint there, or the different arm covering, and then on this one his arm covering is a bit different. But again, it's like the proportion sizes are a bit different on both of these. I really do like how this high grade turned out. That's like, I think I didn't mention this before, but I actually got this kit for Christmas from a friend of mine because he knows how much I really like the Zaku's. Zaku 2s. Zaku 3s are alright, but the original ones I don't much care for because their faces look so weird without the tubes on it. It's like I personally like the tubes. It makes it look a little bit better. Okay, so, but yeah, it's like he's pretty sturdy. He doesn't fall apart when I move him. So I actually thought this one was the joints on this one were really well done. It's like I didn't really have any issues putting him together. The only issue that I had was trying to pose him with this big axe, and that was about it. So like I said, he comes with his own little stand. I'm trying to make sure I'm staying in the frame here. But it's like he comes with his own little stand. You put that together, and then you put the effect part together. And then of course put the machine gun together. If you it's like you'd be like me and completely forget about it until you do the review, and then you're like, oh, I'll just show it off. But eventually, it's like it'll get done before I put them on display. I know that much because I'm probably going to put them on display with the machine gun anyway because of space reasons, or else I'd put them on display with the axe. Not that I'll have them holding the axe in one hand or the machine gun in the other. But as far as buying this particular kit, I would buy it in a heartbeat, not only just because it's a Zaku, because I have built the other high-grade Zaku, like the original one that goes, that was, I think it was like 2005, 2006 or something like that. No frame whatsoever. He didn't have much, he has like a minor frame, but not by a whole lot. Most of the high grades don't have inner frames in them. You know, that's what the real grades and master grades have. But yeah, it's like I've seen how non-detailed or how crappy it could be. But you know, it's like it's part of the whole evolution of making a better model, making a better product. It's like I am very well aware these kits have been around longer than I've been alive. And to see the difference between the first and what it is now, it's a significant jump. It's kind of like doing the first perfect grade and doing one of the newer ones. I've done the Zaku perfect grade, so that was like one of the first perfect grades to come out, because I know you had the RX-78 and you had Char Zaku and the regular mass-produced one to come out, and I've done that one, and I've also done the perfect grade Unicorn, and just to see how they put these kits together is so different. At least with the perfect grade Unicorn, you don't have to use screws whatsoever. I think the only thing that it might have been a little more difficult is running lighting through this thing, because I actually watched the video on how to do the LED lighting. I don't have it in mind personally, but I've seen where it all goes, and it seems like it's a pain, whereas I knew how to wire the LED in the Zaku. So like they give you all the stuff to do the wiring. The only thing I found that sucked is that they didn't give me any type of color coding at least. But trial and error, I got it. It's not like I'm gonna electrocute myself or any of that stuff, because it's only 3 volts. It's only like a button cell battery. Electrocute, zap. I know there's a difference. One kills, one does not. But I'm just saying that's how, some people are like meh about putting together those. Like at worst, you might get like a little zap, but even with those, it's like a button cell battery. It's not gonna really hurt. But just seeing the differences. Because like him, he has kind of like along the same lines of the joints as this one does, but like I said, the proportion on this one's a little bit bigger for whatever reason. But I highly do recommend this kit, especially if you're into the Zakus or if you're into the original storyline. It's like I'm actually trying to read through the manga right now because I could not watch the original anime. I made it like maybe 3 or 4 episodes in. I just cannot watch it. I've watched a bunch of the other ones though, but I just can't get through that one, so I'd rather just read the manga. The manga's a little more filled out so far. But I highly do recommend this kit. Just, I'm really liking how much detail these high grades are becoming. Personally, I'd still rather go with the master grade. Because I like how much bigger they are, give you a little more to work with. The only thing that I have to give this one over the master grade is I didn't have to do the tubing. Oh, the tubing on the the tubing on the real grade. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack like 3 different times because of how small the pieces are. They're all individual. Like these little parts right here. Yeah, those are all individual. They're not all one piece like they are on these kits. And that's how it was on the master grade, and that's how it was on the perfect grade as well. Only thing I don't like about the Zaku kits, but other than that, I really like the design. He comes together rather well. At least I don't have to stick him on a stand like I'm going to have to do a denial. It's like he's laying down right now because I can't move him without him falling apart. So I think if anything, I might have to hold him together with some tape or something. But this is my review on the Zaku, and I will either be doing the Barbatos next or possibly master grade. I'm not too sure yet. It just depends on how fast I can get this stuff built, because I do want to get to my perfect grade Banshee at some point, but I'm just trying to figure out not so much time figuring out the weather, because I wanted to put a pearl clear coat on him to match the pearl that I have on my perfect grade unicorn. But yeah, I'm done. So it's like and subscribe if you want to see more.